As the world's largest nonprofit charity organization, the Salvation Army strives to meet the humanitarian needs of people throughout the state. And of course, donations are a big part of continued success. Hello, I'm Kevin Rader from WTHR TV, and joining me here in the great Purdue Memorial Union is Jim Irvine from the Salvation Army here in Lafayette, Indiana. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
What effect has the economy had for you? Especially, I guess I look back, what's the difference between 2007, 2008 when the downturn really hit?
It's really been difficult. We've seen not only an increase in the need, but we're seeing people that have never needed help before turning to the Salvation Army and other places for assistance. It's been difficult for us to keep pace. Just this week I did something with our local TV showing how the need in our food pantries. A lot of bare wire and not enough food on the shelves, so it's been very difficult for us to keep pace.
Is it difficult to make that case to people that when times are hard is when the need is greater because it's harder for people to find room to give?
No, it's really not hard to make the case because, quite frankly, people are more able to relate. They're able to think, you know what, that's my neighbor that needs help. That's my son that needs help. That's my cousin or my nephew. And so people are more readily able to relate with people. It's no longer the nebulous they. I know faces that I need. The challenge is finding the extra cash that people can provide, the extra gift in kind that people can give for us to be able to help others.
Do people realize how much that money does help?
I think they do. I think oftentimes once they especially see firsthand how their dollars are given, they're apt to give again and often more than they were able to give the first time around. The challenge for us is simply keeping our story out in front. And the reason that's a challenge for us is it's difficult to stand and say to somebody, this is somebody who needs help. And so we're telling a story without bringing the faces of those that need the help.
10% increase in people using plastic these days. Has that made a difference one way or another?
It has. The challenge at the Red Kettle, for instance, is the fact that most people walk by, right? It doesn't, and you know, the cost of the machines to swipe that is very, very dear. And quite frankly, we haven't been able to implement any of those here in Lafayette. So that's had a big impact on us. Of course, we still take checks. People can still mail those in. We still take cash whenever people have it. But you're right, people carry less cash.
Yeah, and they might have a tendency to give a little more with the plastic, but...
Right, if we don't have it available, it's hard to make that available to them.
What current initiatives is the Salvation Army working toward? I know you got Red Kettle volunteers, obviously, but what else?
Well, there's a couple of things. This year, we're implementing a whole new program where people can go online to sign up to volunteer. And so you can go to registertoring.com and you'd be able to see any of our kettle sites throughout the area. You pick the time that you want to volunteer, and rather than us having to go through a list with you, you look at that in the luxury of your home, your office, and decide when you want to sign up. So that's kind of a new initiative. We've done that in other locations, and the response has been overwhelming. That's been very successful. But other new initiatives, we're simply keeping on target with helping those in need. You know, there's the scripture says there's nothing new under the sun, and the fact that it's true. There's nothing new about having poor with us. We'll always have those with us. And so the new initiatives is simply to keep our story out front, let people know that there are those in need and that we're here ready to help those.
Just a few seconds now, but is this need greater now than you've seen in a long time?
Ever. I've been doing this now for 20 plus years, and I've never seen the need this great.
Major Jim Irvine, Salvation Army of Lafayette, thank you for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers.
Thank you for helping us get our story out.
I'm Kevin Rader.